This is 4-second football. This is a smart football. It's a sensor-embedded football that works in conjunction with this bracelet and your cell phone. All right, super easy technology that everybody's already accustomed to. We implement AI into the phone so that it can capture your mechanics, and then we track throw speed and throw data through the ball so that a quarterback can build their timing even when they're training by themselves. We even give this little card here, right? This is a quick start card, and then on this side we even have throws that you can put with timing, so that way you can see what throw from under the gun or in shotgun, how long should this throw take, right? So for example, we got, if we're throwing a hitch from the gun, we want to catch, do a shuffle, and get the ball out in about 1.2 to 1.7 seconds. Now we can see that timing with 4-second football. So I'll show you how it works here. All right, so the way that it works is very simple. This is our other training piece of equipment. The way it works, you turn it on. There's an arrow on the bracelet here. All you do is place this arrow right on top of one of our magnets, and that's how you wake it up. And it'll start blinking blue. That means that it's on and ready to be connected. You want to place the bracelet on your throwing arm, on your dominant throwing arm. So I'm right-handed, so we're gonna go ahead and connect that onto there. And then you simply go ahead and pull out your phone, and you go to the 4-second football app like we're doing here. And then you'll see two options. You see start quarterback training, track data and performance. Track data and performance is more so for our commercial side of the business. That's for teams that use this at practice where they can track data. So we're gonna go ahead and go to start quarterback training. This is where you would connect your device. You see we got a couple connected. I'll just name mine by the color of the bracelet. So we're gonna go ahead and hit black. All right, so this is how simple it is to use it. All you gotta do, you grab the ball, you see the clock is running. When we get it out of our hand, you see the clock, it automatically stops. And then this is just automatic. You wanna go to the next throw, clock starts, you throw it, and the clock stops. That's how you can track your timing and see, you know, how fast you're going through certain reads. You can put a timing on certain routes, so that way when you're practicing by yourself, you know, slant, stop, hitch. I need to get the ball out less than 2 seconds. Right now, I can work on it with my drop steps and get my timing perfected, even when I'm training on my own. And then we'll go through and show you here in a minute how you can even get feedback from the AI like a trainer, right? That will tell you about your mechanics, tell you what you're doing wrong and what you need to improve. One thing I would suggest is that when you're just kind of standing around, if you're trying to get timing, like if you just hold the ball like this, you see it will just kind of, go off. So what we always like to try to do is grab the ball in our non-dominant throwing arm when we're not going to be doing anything with the ball. This helps from just incidental triggering the timer. So I got my timer here. It's in front of me. Like I said, we're going to work on just throwing like the quick screen, just help get us warmed up. That way we can also work on trying to be accurate and get the ball out quick. This is timing only. This does not have anything to do with the quarterback coach yet getting the feedback. See, I'm grabbing it and the clock is going, so that's what I mean when I say it'll accidentally go off, but it's okay because this is just the timing. So we're pretending we're going from the gun here. It's that time. 1.5 seconds. All right, so all three of those throws we were at like 1.5 to 1.6 seconds, or at least the last two I know for sure. I didn't look at the time of the first one. So now if we're working on a quick screen, we want to get the ball out before the defensive end can get across that line of scrimmage. We really want to be closer to a second. So I've got to, you know, speed it up a little bit, right? So let's do that again, and let's see if I can speed it up. All right, so we're doing the same exact thing again. We're gonna see if we can get a little bit faster timing. That was 1.6. All right. One thing I think I've noticed already, I can't focus on trying to get my hands on the laces when trying to get the ball out quick. Trying to focus on getting the hand on the laces, it takes away a little bit of that speed. So this time, no worry about hands on the laces. All right, so that time dropped to 1.3. So we literally just dropped our time in 0.3 seconds by not focusing on getting our hands on the laces. And that one was 1.2. So now I just got to work on the accuracy part here. .4. That was a terrible ball. That was fast, but it was a terrible ball. All right, so I want to show you really quick how you can use this AI quarterback trainer to answer any question. So if I'm looking at my card here, I see on a slant from the gun, we want to do a catch and gather step. A hitch, we want to do a catch and shuffle. And then I also see for like a curl, we'll do a catch and a hitch. So there's a difference between a gather step, a shuffle, and a hitch. Well, if I'm confused, I can come in here, hit start coaching. So we'll see what it says here, right? If I'm confused on anything, I can come in here and I can talk directly to the AI coach for any question.
Hi. Before we get started with your throwing session, I've got a quick question for you. Do you already have specific drills you plan on working on today? Or would you like me to recommend some throwing drills for your session?
All right, so to always ask you, do you need some help coming up with some drills? If you already got your own drills, you could just end the conversation and get started. But I'm gonna ask it a question. When you hit tap to respond, that's where you can ask it any question you want. So let's watch this, or let's see. Yeah, can you explain to me what the difference is between a gather step, a shuffle, and a hitch is for a quarterback? So all we gotta do is just hit the stop button. You gotta give it like 30 seconds for it to spit back out an answer, but you see here, it won't take too long.
Why confusion between gather step, shuffle, and hitch is happening? Lack of clarity on footwork terminology and application. Inconsistent practice of each step's purpose and timing. Not understanding how each step fits into the overall throwing mechanics and pocket movement. Quick fixes. Gather step. Focus on taking a small, controlled step to set your base before throwing. It's about balance and preparing for your throw. Shuffle. Use this to maintain your position while scanning the field. Keep your feet active and light, moving laterally to create space. Hitch. After your initial drop, take a quick step forward or to the side to reset your timing for the next read. It's about syncing your feet with your eyes. 1-2 to remember. Step, set, throw. Instant adjustment. When in the pocket, always be ready to take a gather step before you throw to ensure balance and power. Drill to practice. Army QB drill. This drill emphasizes the importance of hitching and resetting your feet after each read, helping you maintain rhythm while moving through progressions.
All right, so as you can see there, our AI coach is programmed to always give you a very thorough explanation. We try to simplify it, but it gives you a very thorough explanation so that we can make sure any quarterback that's training on his own, he's not with this quarterback coach, he's not with the quarterback trainer, he's getting the exact answer that he needs, right? So that's why we made it so thorough. So you take from that what you want, what you can, and you can ask any question at any time. It's like having a quarterback trainer available 24/7, right? All right, so what we're doing right now, we're about to do from the shotgun, we're gonna simulate, throwing throwing the screen, right? A couple times I might do it off the RPO, but here's the biggest thing when you're using the AI coach. You have to do the same throw at least for 3 throws, because it's measuring and calculating your efficiency over 3 throws. So one throw isn't enough. You got to do it 3 times. And what we actually suggest is that, because it takes about 3 to 4 minutes for the AI to actually tell you and calculate your response and give you the coaching. So what we actually recommend is you continue to throw so you don't have downtime while you're waiting on the response. So it's as simple as coming in here, you hit the start, AI coach, hit the play button, you hit start coaching.
Hi.
We'll end conversation, and then you hit start recording. All right. It's recording you from the camera on the back side of your phone. So never have it to where you can see the phone in selfie mode. It's recording you. You shouldn't be able to see your phone screen when you hit start coaching or start recording. It's going to record you over here. And one other key point to remember when you hit start coaching is don't grab the ball until you're ready to throw, because it's counting your reps and it's recording you once you grab the ball. So that's how it actually can see you, is once you grab the ball, that's where it's visioning you. The proper setup is, if you're a right-handed quarterback, wherever you're throwing from, you want to set the camera at a 45-degree angle about 5 to 10 yards in front of you, right? That's the proper setup so they can get the best angle. So I'm pretending this is my line of scrimmage. This is my line of scrimmage here. This is my center, right? So I'll go ahead and get behind the balls. I'll say ready, set, go. All right, that's one throw. There you go. Oof, that was terrible. That was a terrible throw. That's 2. All right. This is what's happening behind the screen on your phone. We can see through the camera exactly what you're doing wrong by measuring your biomechanics. Now every throw gives you valuable data, from timing insights to perfected angle measurements, so that we can tell you what you're doing wrong in your biomechanics. This is how you can become an elite quarterback at an increased pace or an accelerated pace. So yeah, there's a clear and immediate drastic improvement, and there's an immense value of having AI watch you in real time. So that's the power of 4-second football. You should train with this ball by all means necessary. It will help you boost your mechanics in real time, and it will accelerate your improvement and your skill set. So train with 4-second football, build your mechanics, build your timing.